Seems like just yesterday I was trying to convince you to come to Europe. Now here we are, about to play Istanbul for the EBA Championship.
Austin, you keep popping up on me, and you realize I almost fired you for less, right?
Yeah, I was there. I remember.
All right, but I mean, I guess you kind of knew what you were doing.
Well, it only worked because you have what it takes. No, seriously, you earned everything you're about to get, MP. And if you take home this chip, you're gonna get a lot more.
Win. But right now, I need to know what the NBA draft is looking like.
There's been some upward movement, nothing too drastic. But if you put on a legendary performance in this tournament, who knows? You might get yourself in the first round, bro.
Things are really moving fast, huh?
They are. Yeah, this is a crazy time in life for NBA prospects. So much is up in the air and things change drastically.
Not if you're an NBA kid. I feel like half the league has a dad who went pro. Sometimes I wish I had those advantages, man.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be you. Plus, there's plenty of NBA kids who don't get a whiff of the pros. I mean, genes only take you so far.
Gotta earn it at this level, right?
That's right. And look at it this way. Coming from Vermont, growing up around that diner, that gave you a work ethic and put a chip on your shoulder that'll take you as far as you'll let it.
Sky's the limit.
It truly is. But first, you gotta take down Istanbul basketball. And you only got one shot to do it. Single elimination.
Come on, Austin. You know that's what I live for? That kind of thing excites me.
Okay, so you're not nervous?
Nah. You train hard so the game is easy. Pierre told me that on my first day of practice, and I think he's right. There's nothing that can happen in this game that I haven't already put myself through 10 times over on a random Wednesday. Look, I'm ready, and I promise you we're gonna win. You want some water?
Please.
Ali, as a two-time EBA MVP, what advice would you give your team before the championship game?
We know what we need to do to beat FC Baskets. I don't have to say nothing.
What do you expect from your opponent?
They got hot at the right time. But we have the best players in the tournament, the most experience, strongest will win. I expect them to lose.
Man, Ali, you have surprised me, man. I thought you'd be bigger, stronger, scarier.
Tomorrow, you will see how strong I am.
MP,
Yeah.
MP, how are you feeling ahead of this championship game?
We feel excited at the moment, and we're so focused right now. This is a tremendous opportunity to bring home the EBA title to Paris. And I know a lot of guys on my team have worked their entire careers for this very moment. So I'm just hoping I can play a big role in making everyone's dream come true.
So, do you have any thoughts on your opponents, Istanbul basketball?
Look, I'm not gonna hold you. They're one of the best club teams in Europe. Have been for some time now. We're gonna have to scrap and claw every possession if we're gonna pull this one out. But we've got a great team too, and I know we've got what it takes to win this one.
MP,
Thank you.
MP,
You're welcome.
MP.
And a distant view of the skyline of Rome, Italy. Our site for tonight's action. Good evening, everyone. What an exciting night. It's the EBA championship between Paris FC and Istanbul Basketball. I'm Blake Zuniga, along with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. It's winner take all here, and the kings of Europe will be crowned tonight.
We can't wait. We likely have a contender with the powerhouse Istanbul team on one side, but we have the surprise team, Paris FC, surpassing all expectations this year on the other side.
Now Paris is just one win away from immortality. They've been led all tournament by MP.
And Istanbul has leaned on Guvan during their run to the finals. Both MP and Guvan have been the stars of this tournament, and one of them will have a dream finish when it's all said and done.
What a backdrop we have here in Rome for this incredible matchup in the EBA Championship. So much on the line tonight.
He kind of short-armed that one after doing a nice job to get open. Disappointed.
He put himself in great position to finish that break off.
Yeah, and that right there is just a great read of how the play was developing and where the ball was going.
Such high basketball IQ.
Now here's Guvan. Back to Toprak. And out of bounds, Paris will take it. Here's Paris. It's a three-point game. He's covered by Guvan. From about 19 feet. Rebounded by Kaya. And after the horn sounds, one of these teams will be crowned the kings of Europe.
And what a journey it has been for MP with this team. But they have some stiff competition on their hands with Guvan and a very tough Istanbul team.
And what a journey it's been for MP with this team. I mean, over the season, he's earned the respect of the vets.
And it's not just the vets on his team, but around Europe, the other vets, they're taking notice as well. And that says something about MP. He doesn't get too ahead of himself, allowed himself to be taught, be coachable, and now he's a force.
Now here's Guvan. Lets it go from deep. And it's Kaya missing. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. That three-pointer is on target.
Well, for a guy like an MP trying to make a name for himself, hitting threes, they'll go a long way.
Istanbul trailing.
Many are wondering what the future holds for MP after this title game. A lot of options for him with the way he's shown out this year.
And whether he stays here in Europe or if he returns home to the States, nobody can be sure. But what is clear is that he's upped his profile as a player and is now a wanted prospect.
Pass to Ahern. For three. Istanbul basketball with the rebound. And there's the foul. It'll go on Toprak. That's his first. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Well, we've seen the development of Turkish basketball over the last few decades, and Istanbul is a big part of that.
Turkey, really one of the stronger teams in international play, along with the talent that's gone on to the NBA. A lot of their success is from the players Istanbul has produced. Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Oh, Maestro. He is so good at making those lead passes.
Pass to Portier. Off target from three-point range. And Istanbul basketball with possession here. They trail by 6. Here's Korkmaz. And the layup falls.
It must be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense will be there for them.
Quarter 2, and we're about 2 minutes in. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, that's how you run the pick and roll. MP just taking what the defense gives him.
Pass to Kaya. Korkmaz tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. back, launches it. Another three for Paris.
You got to make some type of defensive adjustment because he is killing them from three-point range.
Yeah, and even when they have closed out on him, he's still knocking them down.
They got to change something.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, MP certainly found his groove tonight. The defense can't allow him to keep rolling like this.
Pass to Kaya. Will it go? Here's Arslan. Makes it off the glass.
They have got to put a body on him because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass. He's just killing them.
Another three for Paris.
He's just feeling it. He's terrific at shooting it from the field.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Korkmaz. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the wing. Second chance shot. Lots of room. And the jumper falls for him. And Tolga Yilmaz, the Istanbul wing, he's really shown some great development over the last few seasons.
Kept waiting on Yilmaz to figure it out. Then about halfway through last year, it happened. He's been an absolute stud since then and a huge part of Istanbul's success.
What a first half he's having from downtown. He's been locked in since the moment he stepped on the floor.
To the left side wing. Down low. Arslan. Good work defensively by Vasseur. Pass to Blanchet. Beyond the arc. Another three for Paris.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Here's Korkmaz. From the arc. Gets it to go from downtown.
Well, he can give it as good as he gets.
We're seeing some gamesmanship now. Answers right back with a triple of his own.
Two guys just going at it.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Paris FC basket ahead, up by 16. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports as the second half of this EBA championship game gets underway. Offensive rebound. Yep, that one goes. One of the things you always love about the EBA championship, you get some contrasting styles between the club teams of different countries.
And there are players from all over the world on these rosters, but each club has their own identity, and it's been fun to watch them clash.
Now here's Toprak. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Kick out to Gabal. Ganesh. They get the rebound. Outside Toprak. Oh, Ganesh! What a finish!
Nice sequence from Ganesh. He is opportunistic.
He's covered by Gouval. Soft touch off the glass.
They keep going to him, and he keeps coming through. He's leading the game in scoring.
Pass to Ganesh. That doesn't go either for Ganesh. He's guarded by Kaya. He dents the rim with a two-hand slam.
Season opening and does not hesitate. That shows you MP's confidence and how prepared he is.
Ball from outside. The rebound by Zadirko. Buries it down low.
Solid work right there. There's a big difference in field goal percentages of these teams in the second half.
And that difference has come about because we've got one team moving sharply, getting good shots, and the other just a little bit stagnant. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, one coach did his job at halftime. The other, not so much.
And that one misses. good on the second. And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Pass to Dumal. Fires from deep. Ganesh with the steal. Outside Gouvan. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Ganesh. And no good that time either for Istanbul. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. From deep three-point range. Istanbul basketball with the rebound.
With his size, you have to love the way Emil Ganesh moves around the court. I mean, everything is so deliberate with his footwork.
Well, like so many other Turkish bigs, Ganesh is as skilled as they come. He's got great vision, and he can create some space with the bounce if he needs to.
Move on for 3. That one's good, and Ganesh with the assist.
Not much time needed for Gouvan. He is a big-time scorer.
Pass to Visur. The shot. Goes back up. And he lays it in.
He was just the first one to react to that miss. A hustle play on the putback.
And in this EBA championship game, MP has been the one to lead the way for this team.
Well, Gouvan might have the experience, but right now MP is the best player on the floor. The way he's taken over offensively, it's been incredible.
Sharp shooting from Yilmaz on the perimeter. He had that one totally dialed in.
Pass to Dumal. Off the mark there with the 3. From deep Toprak. A rebound by Zadirko. Pass to Visur. Visur with the screen. And he hits the jump shot.
What a competitor. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Here's Idamish. Rejected by Visur. Oh, and that one, no question, he powered it down. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Paris. Welcome back. Only 1 quarter left. Teams deciding to change it up. Deflected to the wing on the left. Kaya outside. Pass to Toprak. Kick out to Gouvan. Good, and Toprak gets the assist. And when you try to compare Gouvan to the other great lead guards in Europe, it's hard to find a direct one-for-one. He's a unique talent.
No doubt. I mean, there's not a lot of other guards that give you as much as Gouvan gives the team. The scoring, the playmaking, the leadership, even defense, he's very good on that end as well. He does it all in a way that we haven't really seen so far.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Ganesh, no good.
Well, he rushed that one. He was out of position, but he couldn't make him pay.
Drills the three-pointer.
You have to admire how assertive MP is. Ready to shoot as soon as he gets it.
Outside Gouvan. Outside Toprak. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. He's covered by Gouvan. Aaron on the wing. They set the pick from outside the arc. Rebounded by Kaya.
He shouldn't miss those, but it happens to the best of them.
Deep Toprak connects from three-point range.
Spreading out the floor, you want that in a swingman like Toprak.
He's covered by Gouval. Out to Ahern. Gouval. No good from outside. Outside Toprak. Pass to Gouval. Sinks the 15-footer.
We know Gouval is an elite leader on the floor, but it's sometimes kind of hard to quantify how large the difference is for this team when he's out there.
People have compared Gouval to Chris Paul in terms of the ways that he can elevate a ball club. He's got that sort of impact on a team where role players just play better.
And I love MP's shot selection.
Just keeping things simple and taking what the defense is giving him.
Three-pointer. Does not get it to go in the hole, and with that miss, he is 5 for 9. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score? Great defense, anticipated the play, and he got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line and take a shot for the team. His teammates will appreciate that.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Drains the three-pointer.
It's been a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. He's in a groove, and that tray of his has just been deadly.
Pass to Aksoy. And no good that time either for Istanbul. The three. That shot off the mark. Time runs out, and it's Paris FC Basket who will be crowned as the EBA champions. What an unlikely run it's been for them, and they finish off what they started.
Unreal, guys. I mean, this has to be one of the biggest.
Hey, Bobby, we're the EBA champions now, baby. Yes!
This is good.
He likes you now. Hey, baby, look here. When me and Boggy started off, we had our problems. But that guy is one of a kind.
Actually, he has a twin. But technically, there are two of him.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta meet that guy. Unbelievable work, MP!
I haven't seen this much talent at this young age since
Nas put out Pneumatic. Hey, I actually like that one. Hey, when you get to the NBA, put in a good word for me, okay?
I got you, Coach. But hey, these guys are gonna miss you.
I know, and I shouldn't be saying that, but I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Not kidding. Not kidding.
Let's go! We the champs, baby! Let's go! Let's go!
Yes, Miss Mueller.
MP, congratulations on your stunning achievement. As a 19-year-old playing his first season in the French Basketball Super League, how do you feel looking back at your accomplishments?
It's been an incredible ride, Miss Mueller. I really fell in love with France during my time here. I love the fans, I love the culture. I feel like I've grown so much, and I'll cherish these experiences for the rest of my life.
MP.
Oui.
MP, what comes next for you? Will you enter the draft? Right now you're projected as a second rounder. Any chance you come back to FC Basket for another season?
I love France, but my goal is the NBA. If I had a chance to get drafted this year, that's what I'm taking, so I won't pass that up. I'll prepare for that as I go back home and talk to my agent and see what my options are. But I think I've shown that I can compete at the highest levels against grown men and under pressure impact environments. A lot of people question my decision to come to France over going to college, but I'll tell you, sitting here right now, I think I made the right choice. Welcome.
Look at this.
How can you afford all this?
Ma, can I get a hello before you start questioning my finances?
I missed you.
I missed you more, Ma.
You look strong.
That's because I am.
Hey, did you bring me my rope for it?
Man, that stuff stunk up my luggage. I'm surprised customs let me through.
No, that is the king of cheeses there. Come on.
Of course, for you, Ma, I brought you some prints from the Louvre.
What? Oh, you didn't have to get me anything.
No. How else would you know I was thinking about you? So, hey, don't mind your stuff. Leave that there, and we'll go talk to Austin and Xander, and afterwards we can grab some dinner.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay.
There's my
There
guy.
they are.
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Film
Good to
me
see
yet?
you.
I don't see any cameras.
Oh, sorry, Dad.
What?
I already told you, we're not filming a reality TV show. You're not gonna be surrounded by a bunch of cameras. We're filming content for my socials.
That's a fair question, though. If I'm recording, you'll know it. I use a DSLR mostly.
Whatever that means, take your word for it.
Anyway, it is such a pleasure to finally meet both of you.
Oh, same here. MP's told me so many great things about you guys.
You're lying, but I believe you. You must be a great agent.
Thank you.
Quit messing with the man.
Okay.
Here, please.
Oh, thank you.
Austin, MP said that you were going to walk us through some of your draft strategies.
Dad, no. We'll get to that. Chill, please.
Oh, no, it's fine. Why don't we get to it, and then I'll let you guys catch up.
Austin,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so as we all know, MP's being mocked in the second round. Now, his talent exceeds that valuation, but ironically, that puts us in a very strong position. If he were mocked just a bit higher, he would have been a late first rounder. And then whoever wanted to draft him would be completely out of our control. But the second round is the Wild West. And you can play wherever you want if you play your cards right. And of course, landing in the right organization is just as important to having a long, successful NBA career as having talent.
And another thing, in this room, I'm making a promise to everyone. On moms, I'm gonna make everyone who passed up on me regret it.
Oh, MP.
Look, I know
True,
that's not easy for a mom to hear, but that kind of chip on your shoulder is actually a great thing in a competitive industry like professional sports. So,
Thank Austin.
Okay, so if anyone can draft him in the second round, how can he choose where he goes?
well, there's actually two ways we can play this. First, we roll the dice. Let whoever's going to draft you. And I've got a list of interested teams here. But you can also work the system. If you tell people you only want to play for Team X, they'll listen because no one wants drama from a second rounder.
What if Team X doesn't want MP?
Ma.
What? I'm just asking. Just asking, honey.
That's a very shrewd question. That's where workouts come in. Now, I can get MP a workout with anyone. And if he impresses at that workout, chances are...
When, Austin, when I impress at the workouts.
There you go.
Okay, what do you recommend?
Well, if it were me, I would think long and hard about what my style of play is, what role I think I can fill, and then I'd see what team fits my style and has a need for my role. You also want a front office who you trust to make smart decisions. And if geography is important to you, you should consider that as well.
Okay, honey. How do you want to approach this?
I have some ideas, but honestly, it's a lot to take in.
I know. Well, look, guys, I put all the information you need right here on the TV. List of interested teams, scheduled workouts, etc. And of course, if you have any questions at any time, you know where to reach me. I can give you all the advice in the world on this, MP, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's your life, your decision. Good news is, your future's in your hands.
We appreciate it, Austin.